Good evening. My name is Jamie Williams, and I am a high school teacher at Richmond High. I'm really excited to be here today and share a poem about Richmond that I wrote that is really, really special with me. It was my goal to have this poem memorized, but I didn't have enough time to have it memorized. But still, I hope you like it. Here we go. Life is a lot like a revolving door. Sometimes you found yourself in situations you've never been before, only to come back years later with a brand new outlook. Flashback. It was a sunny September morning in 2010 when my family packed up all of our belongings and moved almost 3,000 miles away to the beautiful Golden Coast. A year later, I was enrolled at Richmond High. Keep in mind that during this time in my life, I was eager for attention. I needed to be noticed, but it was hard to make friends when there's ants crawling over your skin and lightning racing in your stomach. So before I knew it, I became a class clown. No, I was a tornado of interruptions and insults, a bad omen, a black cloud, the first thing teachers saw in the morning, but the last thing that they wanted to. Despite all this, there were a few folks who never gave up on me. Question: if 100% of education happens in the classroom, then what is the use of paraprofessionals, campus safety specialists, admin and office staff? It is my belief that if it takes a village to raise a child, then it should take a full school district to educate one. Especially because that was my story. It wasn't a teacher who finally got me to calm down. It was a safety specialist named Mr. Kinney. Every time I got into trouble, which was often, he would sit and talk with me. He knew that I was a lost soul looking for my place in the world. He helped me see that sometimes kids laugh at you instead of with you. It took a while, but eventually Mr. Kinney's words set in, and I stopped getting in trouble. Then one day, he pulled me out of class and handed me my favorite chocolate bar as a reward. Something which probably cost him $1.25, but to me it was priceless. Flash forward. It's 2021 and I am stepping into Richmond High wearing a backpack. The ants and lightning are back for a different reason this time. I am no longer the student. I am now the teacher. As I head down the halls, walking towards my classroom, I can't help but notice him. Mr. Kinney. Still here after all these years looking out for knuckleheads like me. Suddenly, I realized that there's a ton of staff in the West Contra Costa Unified School District who go above and beyond for our students, like Lola, who's been leading Alma Latina for over 20 years, teaching the youth how to tap in with their culture. Educators like Ms. Jan in the College and Career Center, who has been helping students understand their future for the same amount of time. People like Mr. DeLeon, who was the principal when I was attending Richmond High, and still is to this day. As I finish my first year as a high school teacher, I can't help but notice all the people who make education happens in the classroom. So this is not a poem, but rather a thank you note to every staff member who goes above and beyond to make sure that our city is filled with pride and purpose. Thank you.